Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Sub Stories Volume 3. This is a series of videos I'm making where I highlight individual commenters who have contributed bits and pieces of their stories, their successes, their struggles, and I want to highlight them, give them recognition, and expose them to a wider audience. With the expectation that it's going to help motivate, it's going to help show the variety of different ways you can go about um, the healing journey, a weight loss journey. And I'm encouraging for the wider audience to also participate in giving the motivation and suggestions or whatever comments you might have about these stories. So here we go. Today, the first comment to highlight is from Donald Wells. He says, truly enjoyed the video today. I agree with you, Jim, 100%. Food is more than fuel to me. Also, like you say, it's a celebration of life. Thanks for sharing your heart and wisdom. 3 months into low carb, and I've lost 20 pounds. Need to lose about 30 more. Eating less carbs are working for me. At 65 years of age, nothing else was. Thanks for all you do, and God bless. Well, thank you, Donald, for sharing. Thank you for the comments and sharing your story. You know, this is encouraging. Nothing else was working. You're 65, 3 months into low carb, lost 20 pounds. Now, what does that say? This says you found the keys, and 30 more to go. Well, you can get there. Just keep at this. You've only just scratched the surface. And so bravo to you. My hat's off. I love so much that people of a certain age, you know, like you and I, are taking care of themselves and looking to reclaim health and lose weight and improve the quality of their lives. So thank you for your comment, and I wish you continued success. But again, this is another, put this down, another win for people who gave up carbs. The next comment we have that I have to go over today is from Dupi Cogan. So my journey. I just turned 66 and am a nurse practitioner on the faculty in a San Francisco doctoral program for NPs. I am not a scale person, but I am very happy with my clothing, energy, and health status. I take no meds at all except magnesium to help with sleep. I am OMAD carnivore with very rare use of some green vegetables if a social setting demands. My meals are almost always the same, and that works for me. I recently had dental work that put me on soft foods for almost 3 weeks. I moaned almost daily to Sarah Pearls of Wisdom about the mandated egg fast. She commiserated with me, and now I am back to primarily ground beef. I am content and feel peacefully in my own personal turtle nirvana. Okay, Dupi, thank you for sharing your story. I've seen you around in the comments. Maybe it's mainly it's Sarah Pearls of Wisdom. Obviously, you're in with her jargon or lingo about turtles and whatnot. But this is fantastic. I love how you're at peace. You say, I am content and find and feel peaceful in my own personal nirvana. That's where we want to be. You're 66. You're in a great place. And here again, and it's fine not to be a scale person. That's not for everybody. If it was for me because I was, I had so much to lose, but that could be not the biggest issue for you right now. And obviously it's not. If your clothes fit, you got energy, and you feel healthy, you're not taking any medications, you've got it all. So this is a big success story, but again, I want to point out OMAD plus carnivore. That's the equation here that you're using. Green vegetables, if a social setting demands it for you, fine. That's totally, you found what works rather than trying to follow a certain path or a certain label or whatever you're doing. What works, I applaud you for that. But OMAD carnivore, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that just works and it feels good for many people, not just myself. But thanks for sharing your story. I wish you continued success, Dupi, and hope to see you in the future. Our next commenter is someone familiar to me. His name's Elwood, and Elwood has been around. I've seen him in comments, and I saw him. He did an interview on the Sarah Pearls of Wisdom channel, so he's kind of a known entity around these parts. Elwood said carnivore since May 2017, down 70 pounds. A few ups and downs along the way, trying to figure it all out. Gave up and went simple beef/pork for the last year and feel great. Could lose another 10 to 15, but not actively trying. And then he says, when I say food isn't entertainment, I mean that it doesn't require overly elaborate preparation. My sister-in-law's husband is a gourmet chef restaurant owner. It takes him an hour to prepare a simple burger because it has to have precise amount of seasoning and prep. His food tastes good, but I'm just as happy with a burger cooked 5 minutes in a cast iron pan. And amen to that. I couldn't agree more. If a burger takes more than 5 to 7 minutes, something is wrong and it's way too complicated. I mean, I'm with you on that. Nothing like an hour should be involved. And that, gourmet stuff is just not necessary anymore. So here's another carnivore. I mean, we're on a roll with the carnivores right now. Carnivore since May 2017, longer than I have been. When did I start? I guess I was October 2017. So not much, about 5-6 months after you did. Down 70 pounds. You're a success story, Elwood, and you figured it out. Went back to the simple route, and you're feeling great. And 10 to 15 pounds may come. It probably will over time, but you're not active in pushing it, and I can understand that. Just living your life and enjoying it. So, and I missed your final comment. I see. I also thoroughly enjoy every meal, and that's an important comment. I do as well. I thoroughly enjoy every meal, and coming in from an outsider, people tend to think about carnivore that it's going to be boring and you're not going to have all the colors and variety, and that goes away. The fear of not having a variety, and living without bread and colors and vegetables and 3 or 4 different. I mean, that just all strips away, and you get to the satisfying part of the meal, which is just enjoying the nutrition and the taste. And burgers and meat, it just tastes good, and it's very satisfying. So, Elwood, I want to thank you for participating, and thanks always for your insightful comments. I really enjoy them. Thanks. Okay, next, I had two comments from Eva Wilson. First, she said, "Hey Jim, glad you're feeling better. I'm still having a few breathing issues. Find it difficult to stay on track since been sick. I totally agree with you about food. It is life. It is a celebration. Thank you for putting that out there." And then Eva came back with an update that I'm going to include here. "Hey Jim, I'm finally over a bad case of allergies turned bronchitis. Did a 48-hour water fast to jumpstart into ketosis. Had a keto meal this evening. watching Keto/OMAD stories to stay on track. You have a great idea showcasing the average Joe and Jane. When I see others my age losing, it motivates me. Thanks. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Eva, and thanks for the update. I'm glad you got over your your allergies turned bronchitis. That's never a bit of fun, but that totally sidetracks you, from the other activities. And yeah, great idea with the 48-hour water fast to jumpstart. You're back into the keto and getting motivated by watching stories. So I don't know the details of where you are in your journey or how far you got to go, but I wish you continued success, and thank you for watching and contributing on my channel. The next comment I have is from equalLandFreePeople. I had a 3-month stall off the wagon since December 12th to March 10th. However, I now walk 20,000 steps a day, snake cardio, and dropped 10 in 20 days. The steps give me energy. The more I do, the more energy I have. If you want to read a good book, it's free at archive.org, Man the Hunter. One of my 10 favorite books of all time. They also sell hard copy online. But I think I'm going paleo for a while. Thank you, equalLandFreePeople. And you got off the stall by walking, it sounds like, in snake cardio. I'm not sure what that means, if it's snake diet or just cardio or whatever, but dropping 10 in 20, I'm glad you're moving forward. In the paleo diet, I think, is good also. So you're working the process, and you're on your journey. I don't know how far you have to go, but it sounds good. Yeah, it's funny how the exercise, you're saying the steps gives you energy. I understand that. I get energy from my running, and I expend energy running, but then it gives energy too. It just revs things up. So I understand that completely. And you piqued my curiosity with Man the Hunter. I will check that out. I haven't yet, but it sounds like something interesting. I will check that out. So, equalLandFreePeople, continued success, and thanks for sharing your story. Okay, the next comment I have today is from someone I'm hesitant to say the name because I know I'll just butcher it. I'm going to say Eva, just because I'm not sure. The EWA, I'm guessing it probably is pronounced Eva, but Wernynska-Kitrys. Okay, I'm just going to say Eva, and I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. But anyway, hi Jim. I found you about 3 months ago. I just started reading about keto, and there you were. I looked through your video. I admired you that you lose so much weight, but you look tired. And then I found one video you were already on CarnoMad. I did watch it on the big screen, and I was surprised. You look much better. Your skin start glowing, your neck start getting smoother, and that it was when I started to eat more meat and start researching more about keto carnivore and OMAD. Is someone want to go all veggie? No one tell them you will be sick, you will die, but soon someone see you eating butter or lard, they start telling you that you will die from a heart attack or something. I see what you're saying. If you go all veggie, it's permitted and no one says anything. But if you go, if you eat butter and lard and meat, you're going to die. You're killing yourself. Thank you from all my heart that you make these videos. I am electronically challenged, so it takes me a while to comment. I'm not there yet. Did not lose much. I think just water, but my body were fat deprived, so I think my cells are being repaired because the scale has not moved much, but I feel it in the clothing. and I have a feeling and my skin is getting harder. Is this possible? So all the best for you for celebrating. Try some keto cheesecake. Those young on keto already make food more fun on those kind of diets. I know cheese is not meat, but it comes from cow, and I just found out yesterday that it has a lot of protein. I watched Dave Feldman reverse engineering the carnivore diet. You can watch. He makes some experiment. And thanks again, Eva. I don't know if that's how your name is pronounced, and I understand fully that English is not your native language, and you get some maybe translation you're doing. So I tried to, read your comment as I feel you probably meant it, and to not deliberately make it sound incorrect in English. I don't want to go there, but this was very entertaining comment from you, and thank you a lot for sharing your journey. I guess it sounds like you're carnivore curious. After seeing reading about it, and yeah, I did start with the sun and the carnivore. I did start glowing a little bit at my peak weight loss effort. I was kind of run down a bit, and from a lot of fasting, I think I was undernourished, and I was a little bit. I bottomed out a little bit at a certain point, but then I came back, started eating more, and went carnivore, got in the sun, and sort of got reborn again. So thank you for noticing. So you're trying. It sounds like you're trying carnivore, and you asked me. You feel it in the clothing. You feel it in the clothing, and you have a feeling that your skin is getting harder. Is this possible? I don't know about getting harder. I mean, my skin, when I went carnivore, actually got softer and not as anywhere near as dry. I mean, it has a nice quality to it. I don't need to put anything on, lotion or anything. My skin has just become real nice. So I don't know. I don't know your circumstances, how old you are, or what kind of diet you're on. So I would definitely say if you're in the early stages of carnivore, there will be some adaptation. Your skin, your body, your stomach, there will be changes. So just have patience, and it will all sort itself out. But no, I'm not gonna. I didn't celebrate with keto cheesecake, and I'm not going to. That's not my cup of tea. I don't do the treats or keto-y things. I'm pretty much just. I have one little thing I do. I have a little bit of chocolate every day, 20 grams to be precise, and that's my little indulgence every day. So. Yeah, Dave Feldman, his reverse engineering, I've learned a lot from watching all his blood studies. His experiments are endlessly informative and entertaining. So, again, my apologies in not knowing how to pronounce your name, Eva, but thank you for sharing your story, and I hope to learn more about what you're doing and your possible successes with carnivore or whatever you're doing. Thanks again. Okay, I think today we'll do one more comment, and this one comes from Felicia Trujillo. Hi, Jim. I'm still doing low carb with intermittent fasting. Love having a big salad as soon as my window opens, and finish up with ground beef with eggs now for 3 months. Prior, diabetic, was taking metformin plus Actos with meds for blood pressure. In parentheses, off everything thanks to keto. Keto helped me control cravings and gave me appetite correction. Keto is very strict for me now, so I switched to low carb with some chocolate included, or if I want chips or etc., I just have them in my eating early window from 9 to 12. Beginning to stop eating at 11 a.m. OMAD maybe? but more content with 2 meals right now. I'm at my lowest weight since high school, age 56, 163 to 165, but would love to go down to 150 to 155 just to get off the overweight BMI. Thank you for putting these vids out for all of us. Take care, friend. Well, thank you, Felicia, and thank you for the story. Bravo for again, keto to the rescue. Was taking diabetic medication, and now it's gone. They say once a diabetic, you can't do anything about it. But here's another. There's an endless number of people who are doing something about it through diet. So fantastic. Also helped you with cravings and appetite correction. It surely does that. Your comment, I think you have what I call an eating window, and you're content with 2 meals. If you do what works for you. I'm just going to say, if you mentioned like another 10 pounds maybe, where you'd love to go to get off the overweight BMI, and I can understand that. You want to be the best version of yourself you can be, and I encourage people to do that. You can stop anywhere along the way and be okay. You're better than you were, but keep working at it. And why not? Why not get? If you think you can be better, okay. If everything fails and it becomes too hard, okay, then you can just accept it. But what I would say is, if it doesn't come naturally with the 2 meals a day, maybe work in some OMAD, 1 meal a day somehow. Maybe alternate days or alternate weeks, or just try it for a month and see if that gets you off the stall, or it gets you moving down, towards in the 150s where you want to be. Not a bad idea. But stick with the keto, certainly. I assume you're watching your carb content to stay in ketosis, and that's good. But give it time. Give it time. Don't lose patience. Just my motto is always keep moving forward. Don't look back, and don't take a step back. So you've protect your gains you've made. So I guess that's about all I have to say. Thank you for sharing your story, and continued good success to you, Felicia. Take care. Okay, that's the end of the sub-stories, Volume 3. I hope these were interesting, and what I find going through these is there's just an endless variety of different approaches people have taken, different circumstances people are dealing with, and things are working to various degrees, and that's why I wanted to share all these, because they are so different. And weigh in if you have if anyone in the audience has particular ideas about anyone in particular, suggestions for how they move forward, please contribute in a positive way. Until next time, this is Jim signing off. Have a good day, everyone. Take care.